Oh, here we are. It's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? No, it's Thursday morning. And so excited to have you here with me today. I know no one's come on, but this message is for everyone that's on YouTube that will be watching later on and doesn't get a chance to be with us live. So when you start this video, this is the first thing you're going to see instead of having to wait for the time and me going off and doing different stuff. So with that being said, I want to wish everybody on YouTube watching this later a most happy day, whatever day it is that you're watching it. So got a great class for you today, and I see people beginning to sign on. We've got a great class for you today. It's going to be a strengthening class, looking first at legs, then we're going to do a little cardio, and then we're going to finish with upper body workout. So we have complete body strengthening, and as you know, Tuesday is the more basic day where we really go into detail and really explain how things work. And then when we go on to Thursdays, it's a little bit more of an advanced workout. So feel free to ask any questions at the beginning of the workout. Obviously, this is where we just have our little talk. And please, if you're here, please say hi. It's always good for me to know who's there and who I'm working with today as well. And even if you're not working out with us today, still say hi so I can send you the best wishes for the day as well. I see there's a couple of people on right now, waiting for people to say hi. And I know it starts at 9 o'clock and I think we're still a few minutes early. I try and log on a little bit early just so that we can get started on time. At least people can have time to find me. I know it's a little bit tough. Facebook has been up and down a little bit. How easy it is to work. So again, if you're here, please say hi so that I can start engaging, having little conversations. A couple of things to remember. Remember, when I work out, I have a red shoe on my right foot and a blue shoe on my left foot. That means that if you get a little lost in the movements, you'll know if my right foot, a red shoe is moving, it's my right foot, and if my left shoe is moving, my blue shoe, then that's going to be going on there as well. Had some really good events this week, which will bring me to my message of the day. I'm just going to wait for a few more people. Can anybody just go ahead and say hi if you get a chance, because I want to know who I'm talking with today. I know there's always the regulars that show up, but I want to make sure really that Facebook is working and that you're able to message today, because it makes a huge difference to me when you can as well. And I don't see anybody messaging. Normally people are saying hi by now. So come on, get in there. You saw my post this morning from when I played a character called Greaseball in Starlight Express. That was on the Facebook private group. And that was such a fun time in my life. And dancing was a huge part of that as well. So I'm waiting for someone to say hi. And you may be trying, remember we had this problem before where people were trying to message and get in and nobody could say hi. I know Bob Eubanks will be here today. I hope my father's going to be here today and maybe a very special guest as well. And you may be here already and I can't see. Let me put up here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I can't see who's on today, which is really weird. I'd love to stop and start this again in case there's a little glitch going on. But I'm going to go ahead and start anyway, even if people can't say hi, because obviously if there's a glitch, I don't want to take up your time of the day. So my message today is about kindness. We work a lot, obviously, with many people through 60 Up, and we have an amazing customer service team. And it's amazing how the approach of the customer really affects their experience. We try our hardest to always be nice. We have some amazing people that call up that have problems or have issues that go on. Sadly, every now and again, a box comes that's been broken open, or there's something that got broken inside in the shipping. Very rarely, but it does happen sometimes. And when people approach us really kindly and ask for help, it's incredible the relationship that we're able to build. And then we have other people that come in and they're upset, and understandably, you've paid for a product, or you want help, or you want to get the results and you're frustrated. But for me, it's always about kindness. The kinder you are, the more open you are to receive the help and the information. Now, this is what's amazing. So many times we want help and we want to give or we want to receive kindness back. But the power that we have to be kind, to create opportunities for other people to be their best, is a gift that we have to give. So if you think about it, we give people opportunities by our approach, not give them opportunities by forcing them to have to prove how good they are. And a little bit of kindness not only saves time, but it makes us feel so good inside as well. And so with that being said, it's something I'm going to urge you today. Find that kindness to give to somebody. But with that, give kindness to yourself too. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves that we actually bring our energy down, or we let our frustration grow because we're frustrated ourselves. Sometimes we take it out on other people, but more often than not, we take it out on ourselves. And so kindness is a 360-degree gift that you can give to everybody around you, and coming back to the center, give kindness to yourself. And it's amazing the results we get as we do that. So I see nobody has been able to turn on today, and I see right now we have a lot of people watching, and no one's been able to say hi. So I'm guessing that there's probably a glitch in here. Well, I'm not going to turn off, because sometimes when you turn it off, it's really hard to find the link again. So I'm going to go ahead and start the workout, and just know that I'm saying hi to every single one of you, and hope that you really enjoy this workout today. Sure. Oh, this is one other tip I was going to give you. We had complaints from, and not complaints, it was issues that had come up where some people that are hard of hearing or using hearing aids, when we put music on, or when I put up music on for sure, all they hear when they're listening is that boom, 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 boom of the beat, and it can be really annoying for them and drowns out my voice or the instruction that's coming out. So with that in mind, obviously I stopped doing music for a while, and I was like, but there's something about music that's so energizing and gets you going. So I was thinking, everybody has their favorite music, and because I don't work to the beat of the music to allow you to go at your own pace and not be going too fast, I'd love for you to find your own music and put it on in the background. Because the chances are, not coming through a microphone, you'll be able to hear me adjust the sound of the music, but give yourself that little bit of energy as well while you're working out. So put on some music, feel it going through you, because music is one of the most amazing emotional gifts that you can give to yourself. I wish you could say hi. I really miss you saying hi, but let's get on with the workout. Here we go. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to be doing today is going to be just a warm-up before we go into the leg workout. And as you know, I always have the workouts planned the day before, but sometimes we take off on the improvisations because it suddenly feels good. So the first thing I want you to do is just rock the board side to side and get a little bend in the knees as you're going. Now again, such a basic movement, but we want to get the blood moving, we want to get the heart rate begin to get going, we want to feel those pressure points in our feet. So think about this as you're doing it. The knee bends and you should feel more pressure on the outside of your foot. Feel that as you're going. There you go, good. Just pushing, you feel the outside of your foot and the knees beginning to bend. Couple more we're going to do. There you go. Now come and stand right in the middle. And what I want you to do is just push your right knee forward, left knee forward. So just get a nice little rhythm going in here, because we want to loosen the feet up before we start doing our exercises. Because again, we're focused on the pressure point connection from our brain, feeling what's going on in our feet and sending the messages back, so we speed up and can react quickly to changes that go on from the ground up. There you go, go. I mean, good, good, good. Take your right foot and just roll the knee out. Keep the right toes on the ground. We want to loosen the ankles up. Good, just feel that mobility, that flexibility going around. Good, and change feet, left foot. Just going around again. There you go, good. I'm hoping that I'll see messages on here later, because again, I can't see anything right now going on. So if you want to leave a message, please do and I'll react. Good, take the knee, take it to the outside and just roll it in. I know from all my dance training and from subsequently going on all the different trainings that I've done, from skating to weight training to running to triathlons, Ironman, all the different stuff, I know how important flexibility is to strength. There you go, go. I mean, I said that twice. There you go, go. There you go, good. So, what I want you to do now here is just tap the right foot behind the number one and bring it down. Behind number one, just alternating feet, right, down, left. And we're going a little bit slow. And the reason I want you to go slow right now is take the time to feel the pressure on the foot that's staying on the ground. This is the basic movement for balance and movement, as in walking. The ability to take one foot off of the ground, place it ahead of you, and still be solid on the foot that's on the ground. As I say all the time, this was the exercise that really was the first one that I ever did with Bob Eubanks, and we began to realize the problem with shuffling was not taking your feet off of the ground. The problem was the confidence of leaving one foot on the ground to control your whole body. There you go, good. And bring it back. Now what I want you to do, again, the board should not be wobbling. You can hold on, you can put your thumbs on top or fingers on top. I like to put my palms on top. I want you to tap, just watch one time. 1, 2, 3, 1, and down. And you'll notice the board doesn't move. Here we go, are you ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 1, left foot. 1, 2, 3, 1, right foot. 1, 2, 3, 1, down. Now, if you notice what we're doing here, as you take your foot wider across, you'll feel how the pressure in the foot on the ground changes because we're helping learn to keep our body centered as we're moving. There you go, good. Down. And the reason I want to go in, as if we're moving forward, now I reach out, I come back to the middle and down. I'm going to do one more time each side. 2, 3. So we're getting used to, we begin to lean off. I want to come back to my middle and we're down again. Excellent. Next exercise we're going to do, step your right foot on number 2. Just feel the pressure into the board and step back. Left foot, step on number 2. Feel the pressure on the board and step back. And repeat again. So one of the things we're going to do today is we're going to be working on repetitions of 6 so we can build the strength and repetition of one side of the body and then working on the other side of the body. Good. So what we're going to do now, let me show you one time. I'm going to step, lift, down, down. And we're going to go 6 times to the right, then 6 times to the left. Are you ready? Here we go. Step, lift, and again. Step, lift, and again. 3, lift. Again, just a nice warm up. Up and 5, up. And last one, 6, up. Now let's go with the left foot. Are you ready? And step on 2, lift, down. 2, lift. This is number 3. And what we're working on here is the ability to step on a surface that's slightly off balance. Last one coming up, and still feel confident while we're building the leg strength. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing again, but now we're going to do a hamstring curl. So we want to strengthen up the back of the leg. So watch one time. I step, I curl my leg up, I step back and down. Are you ready? 6 times on the right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And you'll notice as you do this, you'll have more strength in the quad that's stepping on the board. It has to engage. Good, that's the last one. Now let's go to the left. Step, curl, down. Step, I'm going to turn slightly to the side so you can see what I'm doing with my leg. 3. Bringing that heel up to your butt. Again, flexibility. And last one. Good, now let me show you the last one. I'm going to put all 3 together like a little routine. You're going to step, bring your knee around, step it back and down. So what we're doing now is we're loosening up the hip, getting some mobility in there and stepping straight on the ground. Are you ready? We'll go through this one a little slower. Step, around, step back, down. Step, around, loosen that hip up. Number 3, around and down. Number 4, around and down. Good. Lift the knee so we activate the hip flexor. Hip flexor comes in, core comes in, then we loosen the hip. Last one, up, around. Let's go to the left. Step on 2, up, around, and down. Step, around, down, down. Step, around, down, down. And it's a small movement. We don't want to be excessive. Here we go, number 5. We don't want to be excessive. We want to just loosen the body up and go. Good. Now, what we're going to do, 3 on the right, 3 on the left. And we're going to go put all three together. So we've got a knee lift down, hamstring curl, that's the butt kick up, and then the hip. Then we'll go to the other side. Are you ready to go through this nice and slow? Step, lift, and down. Now hamstring curl, and down, and now rotating the hip, and down. Let's go to the other side. Lift the knee, now kick your butt. Now rotate the hip around, and come back down. Here we go, right side, up, and down. Hamstring curl, and down. Loosen the hip, and down. Left side, step, lift the knee, good. Kick the butt. Move the hip around, good. Last time each side, knee lift. Now we're gonna go to hamstring curl. Now we're gonna go lift it around, loosen it up, left side, up. There you go, good. Now kick your butt. And go around and come back down again. Good, so you should feel that your heart rate's a little bit up. You should feel looser in your hips all the way down to your feet. And your brain is activated because you're now thinking of a consecutive movement of changing each time. Grab a quick drink of water. I have to say, I really miss not having you being able to send messages. Remember when this happened one time before? And I feel like I'm teaching to myself that you're so important to the energy and excitement that we have. It's like watching sports on TV with no fans. It's not the same. The fans, the audience are actually the most important players. Okay, what I want you to do now is step up on 2 and 2 and just start rocking side to side. What we're going to do here is a leg strengthener, and I know there's some people that have said they want to work on strengthening one leg because one leg is weaker than the other. So I'm going to show you today how we can do that using the 60 up. Good, just rocking side to side. Excellent. Good, so what I want you to do now is just begin to lift up your feet as you go. So we begin to, I don't want to say exhaust the muscle, but we begin to put pressure. As I step down, my muscle is pushing, so I'm beginning to get that strengthening of pushing my body weight onto one side than the other. Excellent, there you go. Now, what I want you to do now is just rock side to side and take your right foot, push with the left, put your right foot on number 3, so it's just outside the pole, and begin to rock. Now, the important thing here is don't lean your body to push. Push with your leg. Push with your leg. Push with your leg. Push with your leg. Good. So we're starting to engage the muscle in the work rather than the body getting the board to work. Here we go. 2 more. 1 more. Good. And bring your right foot back to number 2. Now take your left foot to number 3, and we're going to work the right leg. Push, back, push, back, and again. Good. Keep it going. Push, back, push, back. Excellent. Good. Keep it going. Feel that pressure. Push down in the muscle. Feel the quad muscle and your glute activating. And then as you push to the side, you'll notice that you're taking a little bit of weight off of your left foot, so you're really working the strength in the right leg. Excellent, good. Bring both feet back to 2. Just rock it out a little bit. What I want you to do is just do a couple of butt kickers just to loosen that muscle up, because it is working. I can feel it beginning to tighten up. And whenever a muscle tightens up, that means it's working, which is strengthening, which is great. But we want to loosen it up before the next exercise. Good, so now we're going to go to the next level. Put your left foot on number 1, push down and take your right foot to number 3. Now the same thing again, push, don't lean the body, push with the leg. And notice as you push, you're standing up slightly, bent knee, straighter knee, bent knee, straighter knee. And you'll notice how you're beginning now to really work that muscle in the left leg. It's so good having you here today. Like I said, I'd love to be communicating with you like I normally do, and I don't know what's going on, but I can still see how many people are here, and so I want to say I really appreciate you being here. And even though it feels solo or it feels a little alone compared to normal, knowing you're there is really inspirational for me. There you go, good. Last one, push. Good, now bring your right foot to number 1, take your left foot to number 3, and you'll notice as we push, off you go. And again, go at your own pace. You'll notice that the leg closest to the middle is having to work harder than the leg closest to the outside. And that's how you're able to strengthen one side of your body. But it's important that you work both sides, because again, we want to have an even body. If one side is weaker, maybe do 20 reps on the weaker side and 15 reps on the stronger side, because you still want to strengthen up the stronger side, but the weaker side will catch up as well. There you go, just pushing side to side. Excellent. And now bring your left foot back to number one. And all I want you to do is find a little moment of peace. Find that balance. Now, as you find your balance, what I want you to do is start playing the recorder. As if you had a flute, or a flute would be out this way. But find that, and just get your fingers moving while you're working on those balance pressure points. What we're doing here is we're multitasking the brain, because we're finding our ability to react as the board changes, we correct it, and that is balance training. Being perfectly centered, which I'm not right now, but being stationary isn't working on balance. That's working on your ability to find your middle and hold it. But any movement is never about finding your middle and holding it. That is actually coming to a stationary position. So the fact that you're wobbling side to side is great, because your brain is kicking in, what's happening to my pressure points? How do I correct it? That's balance training. And then by moving your fingers, you're multitasking the brain to be able to think about balance and do other activities at the same time. It's invaluable to growing your movement to get outside and be more confident in everything you do. Okay, what I want you to do is just step back off of the board. Just do a couple of little butt kickers in here again, just to loosen up the front of the thighs. And remember, if you're feeling a little tired, if you need to take a break, if you want to get water at any point, if you want to go slower, this is your workout. You're your best coach. You know what's happening, and be smart. I always said it's not about being the hardest worker. It's about the smartest worker working hard. All right. So next thing we're going to do, let's step up on number two. Step up on number two. Just rock side to side. And I want you to just find that balance. Can you find that balance now? And you'll notice your pressure is very slightly over the inside of your foot more than the outside. We're strengthening up the inside of the foot. Now, we're going to go into 5 squats. I want you to put your butt back. The first thing is, and let me demonstrate, stay on the board, keep your balance. When we squat, we don't want this to happen. When we bend the knees, you're putting stress on your knees. Make sure the butt goes back, and then bend your knees, so we're working the strength of the quads and the glutes and your core, not putting pressure on the knees. If you hear people say, I got on the 60 up and it really hurt my knees, I would be 99% sure that that's the reason. So correct your technique, because technique is everything for muscle building. Okay, here we go. You ready? 5 squats. Put your butt back, keep the balance, go down, small movement, and come back up again. That's 1. And squat, and up. That's 2. And squat. This is so good for injury prevention, and I'll explain to you why in a second. This is number 4, and last one, number 5. Okay, most exercises that we do, just rock side to side is the first. Most exercises we do, and I was a professional skater for many years as well, as was Bob Eubanks as well. But when you're moving, a lot of the training that we do with weights is one-dimensional. It's facing forwards, or we're just lunging to the side. But movement is 360 degrees. As with a skater, keep rocking. You have to push your legs in different areas and suddenly turn and twist and jump and all these other things. And so it's really important that as we're training, we're strengthening up the ligaments and the tendons in the knees to be able to take a change of direction and get that contraction to support our body. So we're going to 5 more, and I can explain to you how this works. Are you ready? Find that balance, and butt goes back and down. Now notice when you go to a squat, notice how the board is constantly wobbling. Unless you're in a really deep pile carpet, that's 2, and that will help support the board. But the less deep the carpet, that's 3. The less deep the carpet, the more the board will wobble. That's 4, last one. But notice as you wobble, notice how the muscles are reacting in different ways to correct. Good. Just step back off of the board. Now we're going to go into a little test. And this is fantastic because it helps you understand how quick you can go from strength to balance. Let me demonstrate one time. You're going to step up with the right foot on number 2, left foot on number 2, find your balance, go into the squat, stand up, and then step back off of the board. That's what we're going to do. Are you ready? We're going to go slow. Step up on 2, step on 2, find your balance, go into a squat, come step back up, push with the left foot, step back. Now we're going to go up with the left foot. Are you ready? Left foot goes up, find the right, find your balance, go into that push the butt back squat, come step back up. Now take your right foot off first. Now we go right foot again. So it's 2, find the balance, butt back, go into the squat, stand back up, left foot off, back. Now left foot first, left, balance, squat with the butt going back, stand up, right foot off, left foot off, right foot again. Here we go. Right, find your balance, butt goes back, find that squat, stand back up, left foot comes off. Now we go left foot, 2, 2, middle, butt goes back, down, hold the squat, stand back up, and step back off the board. Okay, we're going to do this 4 times and we're going to do it quicker. Go at your own pace, but I'm going to challenge you to see if we can do this in a faster speed. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and 2, 2. Find your balance. Squat, up, step back off, oops, left foot, and down. Now left, up, find your balance. Go right into that squat. Step back up, right foot comes up. One more time each side. Right, find that balance. Go into that squat. Keep that balance up. Left foot down, left foot up. Last one, left, right. Find that balance. Go into that squat. Step back up. Right foot comes off and down. Okay, so again, the great thing here, it could be like walking up a step, walking down a step, walking down the stage in Bochum. Arlene, if you're here, big love to you. I hope you're here. And it would be so typical the first class that you come to. I'm not able to say hi to you or see your messages. But I remember walking down that stage in Germany in Bochum and how slippery it can be in those little things. This is great training. And again, I've trained dancers on here and it's amazing how their balance has got better. Even though they're a great balance, they become even more aware of their proprioceptive connection and their balance and able to adjust really quickly or find their center is brilliant. Okay, last exercise we're going to do. We're going to go into a balanced little competition challenge here to show you again how we can strengthen one leg. Go 3 to 3 and just rock side to side. We're going to work right now just on the right leg being the main focus. And this should tire your muscles out. Find your balance. Not so easy. You'll notice that your pressure is on the inside of your feet because obviously the hips are center, so our pressure's going this way. So we're training that inside of the foot to be really receptive and the brain to feel that pressure point. Good. Now bring your right foot to number 2. Find that balance. And you'll notice about 65 to 70% of your weight is on your right leg, but you've got to keep that left leg engaged because if I didn't have the right pressure, the board drops. So now the brain is training where specifically is my balance pressure point. Good. Now, ultimate, bring the right foot into number 1. Now find that balance and you'll notice about 90% of your weight is going to be over that right foot. It's critical. About 90% over that right foot and try and hold it there. Try and find that stabilization and notice how that quad is getting stronger. Your muscle in the front of your thigh, your glutes, your core, tighten that core up, stand up tall so that again, the muscles are supporting your skeletal structure. Not so easy. Good. And step back down on the left. Step off, just kick that right leg up 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and shake that leg out. Good, now we're gonna work on the left leg. Are you ready? So step up on 3 and 3. You'll feel the muscle in the right leg relaxing again as the left leg begins to work. Are you ready? There's only 1 time through each side. So find that balance, 3 and 3, and notice as you go on how you're beginning to get more aware of the pressure points that you have. Excellent. Good. Bring your left foot to number 2. Find that middle. You'll find that your left leg is very slightly more bent than your right leg because obviously it's closer to the center. We still got to keep that pressure on that right foot. Good. Make sure you look up. Don't look at the ground to judge. Look up. Let the brain feel. Don't let the eyes send the messages to take over the work of the brain. We want the brain to get stronger. And that will send the messaging faster as well. Good. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And push down with the right foot. Put your left leg. You should already feel that left leg working. Come back in and find that balance point. There you go. Brilliant. Find that pressure. And if you're having a hard time, think about 90% of your weight being over your left foot and then soft pressure with your right to adjust. Your knees very slightly bent and you're feeling that muscle now tightening up. What a great way to naturally strengthen your muscles. No different than a baby when they learn to walk. You don't take them to a gym. They get up, they start walking, and the muscles get stronger because they're now carrying natural body weight for everyday life. Hold it there. Come on. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And step back off of the board. Great job. Grab your water. Have a quick drink of water. Here we go. So, if you want to do more of these exercises, we're going to move on now. If you want to do more of these exercises, you can start doing little squats in here. Let me show you. Keep your water. And let me show you really quickly. If I wanted to strengthen my left leg more, but not take so long, I can find my balance and then do a small little knee bend and push up. Small little, and we'll do this next week because you'll notice as you're doing this, how much that muscle's working, carrying about 90% of your body weight to strengthen it. So when you're on both legs and only having to do, switching the weight off, you've got more than you need to be able to live everyday life. All right. Shake those legs out. I'm just going to do a couple of butt kicks just to loosen that muscle. I can still feel my left leg is tight from the last exercises. There you go. Shake those legs out. All right, we're going into cardio. Step up on one-on-one. All I want you to do is just walk. Now, this is critical. This is like so important to get the heart going, to get the blood pumping, to increase the ability of the heart to pump and work harder. Now, again, if Arlene's there were so many things that I used to do in Starlight to prepare for the show. Arlene would always say I was a really hard worker. I'm proud to say everywhere I've ever been, people always said I was a hard worker, but the hard work doesn't happen when people see and keep walking. The hard work happens when no one's watching. You do it and then you see the results. So I used to go out, I used to go running in the streets. I'd put on my headphones and I'd sing the show on the way to the show. Before the show even began, it was a couple of miles run to the theater, and I'd sing because we had to train to have the cardio as well as being able to sing while we're performing and dancing. And it was much hard. People didn't realize or don't realize how hard it is to skate and sing at the same time when you're skating full out. And the training was great. And I used to go out with weighted backpacks sometimes on my day off and skate around Bolcombe or around London. In fact, Arlene, if you didn't know, I got left one time in London at the theatre. I was going to get picked up and didn't miss the trains. And I went back, saw Keith at the stage door. Remember Keith at the stage door? Got my show skates and I skated 22 miles back to Epsom because I had no way to get home. So all through Croydon and everywhere through there. Okay, so we've got it going. Now I want you to go a little bit faster. And like I said, all the training that we did away from the show allowed the show to be great. Now let's take that back to you. All the work you do on the 60 up balance board and pushing yourself within your comfort zone, but the highest level of your comfort zone, you'll get the rewards when you get to go back outside again and walk out confidently and have the extra energy because we've trained harder. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go 1 minute now where we're going to go faster. I'm not lifting my feet much higher. I'm just having a faster turnover of right, left, right, left, right, left. And if you begin to get out of breath, slow it down or step off of the board and grab your water and take a break. But this is our little cardio in here. Here we go. Now I want you to go a little faster even still now. And my feet are barely leaving the board. And what's so good about that is that I'm not having a lot of impact on my feet. It's not like running on concrete. The ground is moving with me So the little time the board touches the side of the floor, you get a little vibration, which is really good for osteoporosis and getting that vibration going into the bones, but you're not getting the impact that hurts the joints. Now, here we go, 30 seconds. How fast can you go? Here we go. Going nice and fast. Bob Eubanks, are you there today? I don't know why I'm shouting, because you're still here. But then again, you don't live too far away. Here we go, last 10 seconds, let's pick it up. Maybe you can hear me if I shout really loud, Bob. Here we go. And bring it down. Okay, you should have felt, let's just go back to walking slowly. Nice and easy. Again, bringing that heart rate down. But you can challenge yourself, give yourself challenges. Can you run for 1 minute a day? I know for a fact my mother, she was getting up to running 10 minutes a day on the 60 up. And you can do it while you're watching TV in the evening. And I know my mum said it was one of her favorite feelings because the endorphins begin to go. The heart's beating, the oxygen's feeding the brain. You can feel your muscles getting better and you can feel your cardio growing. But start off maybe a minute a day, and each day or every other day, add 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Don't go crazy and go, I can go further, because you will find that you'll get tired and your muscles are working. But see if you can push it. And it's a great exercise. And again, so safe. You've got the handles, the board moves with you, you're centered. But when you go outside, you'll have the ability to have that cardio to be able to support those longer walks, or walking up and down stairs or escalators and stepping off of them with quick feet. Good. Put your feet on 2 and 2 and just rock side to side. Begin to lift your feet up as you go, just so we, again, get those muscles moving. But it's more of a stretching motion where we're just stretching. By lifting the knee and bringing the heel slightly higher now, you're beginning to stretch out that quad muscle. Excellent. I so miss your messages. I'm like, what the heck is going on? We may change the platform eventually and find another way to do live classes instead of the issues that we have. I know Zoom has been great. So many different things. We did a Zoom meeting with Starlight Express over in Germany, which was so much fun to go and see, and get to see so many of my old cast friends as well. And Arlene, I know you were there as well and showed up. It was beautiful. So Zoom can be great as well. We're going to figure that one out. Okay, push down with the left foot, step off of the board, grab your water really quick. I should say quickly get your water. But what I want to do now, we're going to move the poles inside, and we're going to put the bands on the board. These are the short bands. This is the last part of the workout. Gosh, I wish I could see these messages. All right, so to change the board, change the poles, grab the little red clip key that goes in the pocket. Now, instead of having to bend down if you don't want to, one side I'm going to do bending down, the other side I'm not. Just take the board, lift it up slowly down here, grab hold of the handle on the side, put the board against your thighs, and you can just push the pole in, put it in the next hole, and there it locks in. And there you have one pole changed in. Now I'm just going to bend down, do the other side. There you go. I'm going to put the clip key back in the center. We have 5 exercises to go. I'm going to grab the green bands today, and we want to put them in the front holes on the board. So again, take one band you're not using, put it on the opposite hook. Take this one. Now we've got 2 ways to do this. You can either bend down and then thread the handle through the loop and put it on the hook. Or if you don't want to bend down, we can do the same thing again. Push the pole up, place this against your thighs, take the open end, push it through, and then feed the handle through the loop, place it onto the hook, and let the board down. There you go. So I'll give you a minute just to finish that up while I explain what we're going to do. This exercise, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 exercises today before the cool down. And these exercises are going to challenge your balance, but balance is first, but your mind is going to be thinking about the band. Your brain will be thinking about your balance because you're going to be focused on this, but watch how the brain is constantly integrating, multitasking to make sure that your balance is good. So if you're walking down the street and you're looking at a window and you put your hand in your pocket, you're multitasking. We want to train the brain to not be focused just on my steps or just be focused on my balance and be scared of taking your attention off. We want to grow it again, as you always used to, that your attention can be on many other things and the brain integrates with your balance. So with that being said, let's step up. We're going to go put your feet on 1 and 1. Again, this is a short workout for the upper body, but it's engaging the muscles. You can always come back and do this later. Take the band with your right hand, and we're going to do 6 bicep curls. Are you ready? Here we go. 1. Remember, squeeze the muscle before you lift the hand. Squeeze. That's 2. Notice how you're focused on your balance, but now put your motion, put your mind into your arm. That's 4. We got 2 to go. And notice how you're constantly correcting your balance. That's the brain recognizing it's changing. Good. Put it back down. So, one of the songs that I used to sing in Starlight Express, Find Your Balance, here we go, 6, was a song called Pumping Iron. It was, I played the character Greaseball, which I absolutely love doing. And there's a song Pumping Iron because I'm meant to have the muscles and all the girls like the guy with the muscles. For when I was thinking today, as I was getting ready for this class, it wouldn't sound quite so good. Last one going, I'm pumping rubber bands, which is what we're doing now. Let's go back to the left side, right side. I'm pumping rubber bands. Doesn't quite sound so good as iron. Here we go. Up, 1 and 2 and 3. Squeeze that muscle. 4, keep the balance. 5, and last one, 6. Good, place it back down. Let's go to the left. Here we go, 6. Find that balance and go. 1, squeeze the muscle. 2, I keep thinking of that song now. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Come and place it back down again. Great, so that's the first exercise done. Now what I want you to do is put your feet on 2 and 2. We're now going to work the rotator. A lot of people have shoulder problems, shoulder pains, and the best thing we can do is we can mobilize it by moving. So grab the band with your right hand. What I'm going to do is have the palm facing you, but all you're going to do is you're going to lift it up into here. You'll notice how the handle moves around the webbing in there. So we're just going to bring it up, twist it out, bring it in. And we're going to do 6 of those. So I'll tell you when to start. Are you ready? We're just going to come 6 on each side twice. So keep the elbow tucked in, bring the thumb up to the ceiling. Now here we go, small movement, keep your balance. 1, it's a small movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bring it down. Let's change arms. Here we go. And bring the thumb up. Find that balance. Your feet are on 2 and 2. You can always check your feet. And bring it up. Here we go. Small. 1, 2, 3. Trying to keep that balance. 4, and 5, and 6. Bring it down. Let's go back to the right arm straight away. Are you ready? Up we go. Here we go. Keep the elbow tucked in. It's a small, small movement. 1, 2. And notice how your bicep is tight. 3, 4, because you're holding that band. 5, 6. Good. Change arms. Here we go. And up. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Last one. 6. Good. Come and place it back down. Now, we're going to go for a little bit of a challenge in here. We're going to do a shoulder workout now where we're going to just take the arm to the side, but I'm going to challenge, really challenge your balance. So take your right foot to number 3, keep your left foot on number 2, take hold of the band, and here we go. And don't worry, if you can't do this, it doesn't matter because you will. You're going to get better. And the more you practice, the more you can do. You've seen, the first time I went over the bowl on the stage at Starlight Express in London, I didn't land quite so well, but with practice and practice and practice, I was able to. Okay, you ready? Left leg slightly bent, keep the pressure. Here we go, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good, feel that shoulder. 5 and 6. Excellent, put it back down. Now, bring your right foot to number 2, left foot to number 3. Here we go, find that balance. Right leg slightly more bent. Keep that balance. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Last one, 6. Good, let's change it back straight away. Left foot on 2, right foot on 3. Right hand, your palm is facing down to the ground, and lift that up as if you were trying to take off flying. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Let's go to the other side. Bring your right foot to number 2, left foot to number 3. And again, if you find that you're not able to keep your balance, it's okay. Try and focus on it, but then let it go. Let the body take over. Let those pressure points take over. Here we go. You ready? And 1 and 2 and 3. And only go as high as feels comfortable. 4. If you're going to a certain height, it's hurting your shoulder, keep that band a little lower. Good. So now come back. Just put your feet on one and just rock so we take some of that pressure off. And we've got 2 more exercises to do. For this one, push down with your left foot, step off of the board. And what I want you to do is put your right foot back on number 2. Your left foot is back. So I'm kind of at this angle with both knees bent. Grab hold of the band. Now, pull it back. So if I did it sideways, we're working the back up here, pull through here and down the side, so it helps with your posture. You're going to get that back stronger. Are you ready? Here we go. 6 and pull. 1, 2. And don't think of pulling the band. Think of squeezing your back muscles. 4, 5, 6. There you go. Place it back. Hands on the poles. Change your feet. And as I have said many times before, we want to think of the back muscles working. Are you ready? 1. Now, the greatest teacher that I ever had to work back muscles was an incredible trainer. And people think I must be talking about a gym. 5. No, it was my ballet teacher, Richard Glaston. Before we do the other side, he always used to say, when you're up here and you open up, don't think of opening your arms up. And I'm doing it bad on purpose. Arms up and squeezing the back. Think about here, and as you open your arms, it's because your back in here is broadening, but it's tightening. It's your arms, it's your back muscles working to open your arms up. So think about that as we go back in. Right foot on 2. Think about, as you pull back, your back muscles tightening, and that's why your arm comes back. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2. I was just searching Richard Glaston last week because I want to try and find him again and let him know what an impact he made on my life. I think that's 5, 6. And I couldn't believe how much, when I researched him, how much he actually went through. Put your right foot on, left foot on number 2. Grab the band. I didn't know he came from South Africa. 1. And take a look at him. He has some great books out. 3, his name's Richard Glasstone, Glasstone. 4, and he has been so influential. 5, last one, 6. He's been so influential. Good, what I want you to do is take your right arm and just pull it across so we can loosen that back out. But Richard has been so powerful in the dance world, but he taught me so much, change arms, that I use today for teaching 60 up, for the balance, for all the different stuff that we do. Good, and change arms again, just pull it across, stretch that back out. And last one, so dance was my biggest influence on creating the 60 up because it's so much about your body. You have to understand and feel your body. You can't move and do the choreography if you can't feel your body. Okay, so last exercise we're going to do. I want you to put your right foot on number 2 and put your left foot on number 3. Grab hold of the bands. Now this is a bag pickup, as if we're picking up a bag. Think about it. When you bend down to pick up a bag, you always put more weight on one side than the other. So we want to strengthen. So by having your right foot on number 2, left foot on number 3, we can be here. Now, what I want you to do is a very slight knee bend and then pull as if you're pulling the bag up. 1 and 2. I was talking to an amazing lady yesterday on the phone, 3, who said that she's no longer able to walk her dog because she's scared of her dog pulling her off of the leash. Good, and place it back. As most of you know, I've done a lot of training. Put your left foot on 2, right foot on number 3. I've trained how to be able to walk a dog and have that strength. This is a great exercise of learning how to be strong in the leg and pulling as well at the same time to control your dog. Here we go, are you ready? And lift the bag. 1, slight bend, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Good, come and place it back. Now, for the last exercise we're gonna do, I'm gonna change this up. It's the same thing we were just doing, but I wanna make a slight change. For those of you that are confident enough, I want you to put a band in each hand. We're gonna do 10 of these bag lifts as if we're lifting 2, a very slight bend and lifting 2. If you wanna go with one hand again, please do that because safety is always first. Are you ready? I'm gonna put my feet this time on 2 and 2. Find your balance, and we're gonna do 10 bag lifts. That's a very slight knee bend, and then lift up. Are you ready? You may have done that one with me already, but I was just demonstrating. Here we go, 10 to go, and the workout's over. Knee bend, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. We're halfway. If you're changing arms, change now if you were doing one at a time. And let's finish up this last 5. Here we go. And 6, and 7. Keep my balance, Dan. 8. Keep tight in the core. Stand up tall. 9. And last one, 10. Good. Push down on one foot so you feel stable, and then put your bands back again. And let's just rock it out. So that's the end of today's workout. As you know, we have so many exercises. I used to have 300 exercises, but I keep creating new ones. And so every workout is different. And if you send me questions of things you want to work on, I will create, as you know, workouts specifically for your situation. We did the escalator, the moving walkway the other day, which was a great question someone sent me. And we'll figure out ways to help you get your problems resolved. And I guarantee if it's a problem for you, it's a problem for millions of others. So your input and sending that to me will really help so many more people. Don't be shy, don't be shy to ask. Go ahead and ask those questions. Here we go, step back off of the board. Okay, first thing I want you to do is just do a couple of butt kicks. We know 10 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, step back a little bit further. Now what I want you to do is just drop down. Your back should be flat into here. Now if you notice when I did this, my butt went back. I want you to bring your butt forward as you do it so you feel the pressure on your toes. The more you push back and go back onto your heels, you'll feel the stretch in the back of your knees. Use the poles to allow you to come slightly more forward and feel that stretch. And it's more into the the hamstrings. And we're going to do a stretch in a second for lower down the leg. Ah, it feels so good. Good, and come and stand back up again. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Achilles and calf. Push the board to the right, put the ball of the foot on the edge of the board, push your heel to the ground, and just feel that little stretch in there. It feels so good. And push to the other side, put the ball of the left foot on the edge of the board, back edge, push the heel to the ground and just lean onto it. Excellent, and come back. I have to say, and I'm going to say, you know, I don't have a problem saying stuff. We're stretching again the calf. Now bend the knee slightly on the right and you'll feel how that stretch goes further down into your Achilles, the back of the ankle. And come back. Left foot, start with the leg slightly straight, feel the stretch in the calf, and now bend the knee and feel as you slightly bend the knee how the stretch goes further down. And I was going to say something, and I totally forgot what I was going to say now. Good, and step back. Okay, take the right foot, just roll the ankle once in, once out. Once in, once out. So we get fluid motion now of not going one-dimensional. We want the body to be multi-dimensional. There you go, good, and change legs. Here we go, it goes out, come in, out, come in, out, come in, out, come in. Good. Shake those feet out. Now what I want you to do is just tap your foot on the floor, the ankle's working, and change. Now, if any of you were here on Tuesday, you'll know that Bob Eubanks is an incredible tap dancer. So I'm expecting if I do this, Bob is going to be going crazy, jumping up on the sink again, and I can hear Deborah shouting, "Bob, get off the tap!" And change. And I can't remember who it was last time, but someone groaned when I said that, so you can groan again. Good. All I want to do now is just put your legs slightly further apart, and just a little push side to side, just in here. Now hold it, feel that little stretch on the inside of your thigh, and change. Little stretch on the inside of the thigh, and come back to the middle. Good. Take your hands, just roll the wrists around. Again, spasticity that we were talking about the other day, where the muscle begins to tighten in one direction. The way to fight off spasticity is by getting flexibility and finding, if you find that your hand is being pulled in, as used to happen with my Uncle Joel, we want to stretch it and try and push it, and you can use the poles in here to push the hand and hold them in those positions so we get the stretch out, but make sure you keep the flexibility in your wrists. Now roll your fingers in here, so again, we get used to moving. Good, come and stand down, arms by the side, lean down, take the arm up, a little stretch over, beautiful, and come back, lift up first, up the side, come and stretch over, we're almost done, come back to here, now roll the shoulders backwards 3 times, roll the shoulders forward 3 times, and shake those hands out, shake your legs out, and great job, awesome job today. And again, like I said, let me just get the seat. I really hope that you all enjoyed the workout today. As you know, every single workout is different. There's so much we can do with the 60 Up Balance Board. And I urge you also, safety first, but create for yourself. The way that I create, I think of what is the problem and I work backwards. So if stepping off of a sidewalk is a problem, I start stepping off and then work backwards in the muscles. So challenge yourself, safety first, don't do anything crazy, but think about what you want. If you want to have faster footwork, then step on the wall and just do that little running. It will train those fast twitch fibers, but your brain mostly, to be able to feel what's happening. And again, reach out, ask anything you want to ask. I'm an open book to help you. So if you're in England, sending my love. My heart is always in England. If you're in America, great country. I'm so happy to be living here as well, and so many great American people that I've been able to meet. And so again, have a fantastic Thursday. This is short at the end today. Remember, Debbie is tomorrow at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time with another incredible workout. And then have a fantastic weekend. I will see you next Tuesday. We got Debbie on Monday, me on Tuesday, Kathy on Wednesday, me on Thursday, and Debbie again on Friday. But thanks so much for being here. I'm so disappointed that I couldn't see any of your messages today. But just know I'm always sending my care and my love and wishing you the very best. Be kind, look after each other, and don't be scared to reach out and ask for help. I'll talk to you soon.